what will happen if I swapped my phone time for reading time. Hi friends, my name is Bart. Welcome to the channel, and this week we're doing a bit of an experiment. As the new year is rapidly approaching, it's a good time to think about one's habits. And while I'm not much of a New Year's resolutions kind of guy, I will happily admit that I spend way too much time on my phone. And that might be the same case for a lot of you. So I was wondering, and I got this idea from basically Brit, whose channel I will link in the descriptions. Now, what will happen if I switch the time I am on my phone for actual reading time? I mean, how much books will I be able to read in a few days? Let's find out together.
So my average screen time is around 3 hours, taking into account that some apps are really vital for me. So that's 3 hours of reading a day, and I'm going to do that using this Focus Plant app. It's a bit of a game, I guess. It uses the Pomodoro system, and as long as you can set a timer, and as long as you don't switch to any other app or don't use your phone in any other way, the timer will count down and you will collect rainwater drops. And those rainwater drops you can use to grow plants and to grow a little forest. So I'm going to use this app, see if it helps me to focus, and yeah, let's go. So I'm starting my first hour. The phone is to the side, and this is the first book that I'm going to read. It's The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse by Charlie Mackesy. It's been on my TBR for a long time. And me and my sleepy reading buddy over here are going to tuck in. So, see you in an hour. This book is blooming gorgeous, and everyone should read it. I will die on this hill. Everyone should read this book. I mean, it's a quick read. There isn't much text in it. It's mostly drawings. But I really took my time with it. Took the entire hour to read through it. Studied all of the drawings. Thought about the text. Thought about the ideas in the book. And it is so wholesome. So stunning. This is pure art, and this beats phone time anytime. So yeah, that's my first hour done. I'm going to do some chores around the house now, make some dinner, and yeah, I'll start the next book a few hours later. See you then. So it's evening by now, so I'm going to do the second and third hour in one session, and I'm starting a new book. I'm starting this one, Before the Coffee Gets Cold, Tales from the Cafe, from, see if I get this right, Toshikazu Kawaguchi. It's the second in the series. It's the sequel on Before the Coffee Gets Cold. If you don't know it, it's quite interesting premises. There's a cafe, a magical cafe, where you can go back in time. And there is a rule, and the rule says you can go wherever you want, whenever you want, as long as you're back before your coffee gets cold. And basically it asks you the question, what would you do if you could go back in time? What would you change? So yeah, looking forward to this. Have my plant timer set, and yeah, let's go for 2 hours. Good morning, it's Wednesday morning. I have a lot of things to do today, so I'm not entirely sure if I can start a new book, because I finished Tales from the Cafe yesterday evening, and I loved it. Just as the first book, the second book is simply masterful. I mean, it takes a very simple idea. What would you do if you could go back into the future? And it takes that idea and explores the different kinds of people and the different kind of stories you can get from that one idea. And there's this one woman who would go back to have that last conversation with her husband, who has developed Alzheimer's disease and doesn't remember her. But there's also someone who has never met their own mother because she died in childbirth, and she wants to go back and meet her mother. So again in book 2, and I'm not going to spoil the stories from there, but there are these different very personal, gut-wrenching, but also very wholesome stories about people and what would they do if they could go back in time. Now, like I said, Wednesday, lots of work. I'm doing lots of editing, video editing today. I'm working on a YouTube video for tonight. It's on 5 graphic novels you might not have heard about and you're definitely missing out on. So if you haven't seen that, and by now, by the time you're watching this video, it should be out, you can always watch it. I'll link it up there somewhere. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing today. I hope to find some time to do some reading as well and start a new book. I might have an idea already on what that's going to be. So yeah, see you later. Good morning. It's around 11 on Thursday right now, and it's absolutely freezing outside. I think it's -7, -8 Celsius, something like that. I've been working outside in the garden for a bit, mucked out a chicken coop, and now I'm going to come in and, I don't know, warm up, make some soup, things like that, because I'm chilled to the bone. Reading wise, I didn't start another book yesterday evening because I was really tired and didn't quite feel like it, but I did manage to read the first 5 issues of the graphic novel series Lazarus. If you don't know Lazarus or what's Lazarus it's about, it's a dystopian future series in which these large cartels or families, if you want, fight for dominance and survival, and their most important weapon in that war or in that fight is the Lazarus, which is a bioengineered super soldier, and each family has their own special kind of Lazarus. Some have the really brute force, bulky, monstrous ones. Others have more subtle assassination, infiltration kind of Lazarus training programs. Now, besides that, there is also the question of, is a Lazarus a member of the family, or are they just an investment? So there is some family drama and some identity questions going on in the background. So yeah, I needed something else to read that wasn't a book, something that I could get through quickly. And yeah, I managed to read 5 issues. So today I'm starting reading again, and I'm starting this book, which is A Shepherd's Crown by Sir Terry Pratchett. It's a reread. The first time I read this book, I was absolutely gutted. I was emotionally into pieces. So it will be very interesting to see if that happens again. So yeah, going to warm up now and start reading this one. Hello again, it's Friday. I managed to get my hours of reading in today already, because tonight I'm planning to go out into the city because there is lots of Christmas festivities already. So decided to stay in this morning and finish this one, The Shepherd's Crown, and yeah, it will always be that book for me. I don't know if you know, but this is the last book Sir Terry Pratchett wrote. He died in 2015, I think, from Alzheimer's disease, and he knew he was dying. He knew he was going to die, and he knew this was going to be his last book. And knowing that, this book still reads to me as his farewell, his goodbye to his readers. Even after all these years, Sir Terry, we miss you. That being said, I'm finishing the challenge here. Let's see how I've done. In 5 days' time now, a little less, I've read 3 books. If you're counting graphic novels, I've read another 5 of those, so that would be 8 books in 5 days time, which is quite remarkable. I mean, normally I finish, depending on the book, 1 book a week and some graphic novels on the side. So this has been an immense increase in my reading efficiency. I just checked my average screen time this week was 37 minutes, which is a huge difference from those 3 hours. And will I be keeping this going? Yes and no. I will return to my phone a bit more often. I've been neglecting my Belgian book club, for example, so sorry ladies, I will be returning to you this week. But I have identified some of these typical moments that I'm a lot on my phone, for example, before going to bed, before going to sleep. So I think I will keep swapping that moment out for more reading. And I think I will make use of those shorter moments, like half an hour or even 20 minutes, to do like 1 chapter in a book. So yeah, all in all, I think this was a successful challenge. I liked it. I think I will change a few things around. And yeah, hopefully you find it inspiring. So that's it from me for this week. If you like this video, do leave a like and a comment down below, because it makes all the difference for the YouTube algorithm. And if you don't know what to comment, I dare you, I challenge you to go into your phone, check your average screen time, a day or a week, doesn't matter, and leave it down below in the comments. I want to compare mine to yours. So yeah, hope you liked it. See you next week. Stay safe. Bye.